All right, we got the next round of the CFP College Football Playoff this weekend, along with Week 18 of the NFL season. Before we get started, we're going to be diving into our recaps from the first round of the College Football Playoff. Jake, you can tell us how your picks went.
First one was a big hit. James Madison at Oregon. I think James Madison ended up scoring 30, and I think Oregon scored what was it 50? I knew exactly what was going to happen. It was going to be a massive amount of scoring. And then when it comes to the other game, it was Illinois State against Villanova in the FCS championship playoffs. It was 30 to 14. Did not hit the 52 and a half over. That was a flyer anyway.
Yeah.
Nikki, go ahead and go with yours. I was 1-1.
Yeah, I was 1-1 as well. I took Texas A&M minus 3.5. Boy, did I miss on them. I thought their quarterback would be able to run the ball. I mean, the wind was such a factor, but you would think, hey, you can't throw the ball. Let's just run it with your QB. He was doing awesome. Nope, didn't do that. Didn't do anything. Guy missed wide open guys going 100 miles per hour to 5-yard pass. It was brutal. They had a chance at the end to tie it, go to overtime. Did not happen. So that one lost. The next one was easy, easy, easy. Ole Miss minus 17.5. Just like we said. I mean, they absolutely blew Tulane out of the water.
Yeah, they did. It wasn't even close. That was big old miss game. And I also went 1-1. My first pick was probably the worst pick of the weekend, and that was Memphis over. They were plus 4.5 against NC State, and they lost 31-7, I believe. And then my CFP pick was Bama money line, and they ended up beating Oklahoma. So one and
Yeah.
one there, not too bad. Now we're looking to get into these really good games that we have this weekend, starting on New Year's Eve. So
Mhm.
Jake, you can start us off, or actually Nick, I think you have this game. So if you want,
I don't know when
Ohio
these
State
games
game.
are.
yeah. So if you want, you could actually start us off for your picks.
Yeah, so I'll start with I have the Miami versus Ohio State. I am honestly not sure how this game will shape up. Like I don't know. I don't know if Ohio State's going to blow them out. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of scoring. I do know Ohio State's going to score a lot. So I'm taking Ohio State over 24.5 points. I think they're going to come out scoring. I think they have a really good offense. Having that time off, I don't know if you guys have seen, but Cardinal Tate, has been hurt. I think he's going to come back healthy. It'll give him more time. Now will be healthy. Miami does have a good defense, but they're not going to be having 50-mile-per-hour winds in the dome. And Julian Saints still throw the ball. They have a good running game. They have a good Jeremiah Smith, Tate. I mean, they're going to be able to put up points. Let's just say that. And I think Carson Beck's going to give them a couple. He might give them a couple turnovers, easy possessions, easy field. He may give them a pick six too. You never know. But I also I'm like, Ohio State's going to run the table again. I mean, it's just kind of inevitable. Last time they lost to Michigan last
They just
year.
figured it out, and then just
Yeah, I
figured it
mean
out. Oh, we're
they
just
had
better.
their nasty loss. The last year to Michigan, next four games, they absolutely dominated. This year, they just lost to Indiana. Next, I guess 3 games since they didn't have to play the first game. I think they're just going to dominate. And if they do play Indiana again, foreshadowing, I hope they do. I honestly think Ohio State's going to beat the hell out of them. But I'm taking Ohio State over 24.5. I think they score 40, honestly.
Yeah,
So
I definitely don't know how to read that game to be honest, just because I don't really
it's a tough
know
one to
how
read.
good Miami
I do
is.
think
I
Ohio
think
State
Miami's
they should
defense
beat them.
is good, but I think the elements last week or 2 weeks ago, or whatever, played a little bit bigger factor.
It
When it's
was
just a normal
massive.
field on turf or whatever they're playing on, and
That's
it's
true.
domed, the games just go different. Like they go the way they're supposed to go. Like there is
Exactly.
advantage for the team that to get a little bit more of an edge. Like
Yeah, and like you said, I do think there could be an element of turnover at some point that maybe gives them a short field or
that
is
might be
just
the only way
returned for
they
a touchdown.
I think yeah, it's what's going to happen. I don't know if Ohio State is actually going to score enough on this Miami defense. Like, but
Dude,
24 and
I
a
But
half
think
I
they're
is
going
a
think
to
they'll
blow
real
get
them
set
out.
up.
number.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll get set up.
Yeah. So,
Ohio State's the best team in the league in the country.
well,
Yeah,
yeah, as
They
far
have,
as talent, for sure.
they're going to be in the dome. Going to be playing a Miami team who Texas A&M has been a show of like that was not good.
No,
They looked
didn't look. They didn't.
terrible,
They didn't look like they should be there. But also,
terrible.
it was still really close, low scoring game. It's not like Miami like beat up on them
Right.
for
Well,
playing
that's
that
why I
bad.
didn't take the over or anything because I don't know if Miami's going to score at all.
Yeah. No, I
exactly.
agree. That's not a
You
bad
can't forget
spot.
about that Ohio State defense.
Yeah.
The defense is great, and then I mean they should cover 9.5. It's a 9.5 point spread. It's the biggest one of the week. So yeah, so that's my first one. I'm going Ohio State over 24.5 points. I think that's pretty easy for them. It's the only one I like. I'm like all week. Like I was told you guys I was waffling back and forth between a bunch of these. That one I'm very very confident in. This next one I like too, but taking an under is always. I just hate taking unders, but I still think it's a good one. So the next one I'm taking the under in the Indiana versus Alabama game, the Rose Bowl. Supposed to be a monsoon.
Ah,
Supposed to be rainy, shitty weather in Pasadena.
Interesting.
I'm gonna get on that
Pat,
early. It's right now. It's at over
it's
48.
at 48, yes, and it's an open field and everything, so you know that field's gonna be really sloppy, really gross, no footing. Um, so it's gonna be a nasty, gross game. And Indiana's got a very good defense.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, it's still tough to feel like, all right, Indiana. It's like we have to get over the fact that it's Indiana. It's Indiana. Indiana's a very good team. They have a very good defense. They held Ohio State in the Big Ten championship to whatever they held them to. It was a low scoring game. But they have a good defense, and I don't think Bama's that good. I really don't. I don't think Bama's that good, and I am worried Indiana's offense may start off a little slow. Just like we were talking earlier, it's like the rest they've been off for a month or however long it's been,
Media,
3 weeks.
all the media stuff.
It may just take them a couple quarters, and I just think the unders in this game are going to hit, especially with the weather. That's just how I feel on it.
Yeah. Putting Indiana outside in the bowl game is such bullshit. It's like
Yeah.
them not getting like these four games not being all in domes is such horseshit that the
Do
elements can even
we
affect these is crazy.
do we know if it's I thought last year they got to pick the one seed got to
What
pick where they
game?
went
I
or
can't
where
see
they went
I
in.
Sig.
believe in them saying, "Let me go all the way out west."
Yeah, I can't see Sig picking
Which
that.
one's they don't have a game at the Indianapolis this field.
I don't believe so. It's the Cotton Bowl. It's in Texas, Miami, obviously Rose Bowl, and then the fourth one
Pasadena.
I don't know where it
Is
is.
there one in Louisiana? Isn't there one at
Maybe
the
maybe the
Saint Stadium,
Mercedes,
Superdome,
the Sugar Bowl or
Mercedes
whatever?
in
Mercedes
Atlanta.
Benz. Well, that's Atlanta.
Mercedes Benz in
That's either.
Atlanta.
So I thought they got to
Georgia's
pick.
probably playing at that one because that's just what they get all the time.
I don't
Maybe.
know. I thought they
But
got to
yeah,
pick it.
being
Um,
outside, I definitely like an under for that. Just having element. We just saw a game with elements last or 2 weeks ago, and it was crazy low scoring. So it definitely affects
yeah,
things.
I mean, it's
It's crazy.
48. That's probably the lowest Indiana's over under has been all year. We've been riding their overs pretty much all
Yeah.
year. But
Yeah,
I
and I think
mean,
the
this
only
is a
other
good Bama.
time,
Bama's good too. I mean, it's not like
the only
Bama
other
sucks.
time we saw Indiana in the 40s was against Iowa, and that under did hit. So it is
Correct.
like if it's getting low,
16. Yeah.
yeah. So no, I like those two. Jake, where are you leaning on his picks? Seems like when Nick said weather, that you perked up a little bit.
I had no idea.
Jump,
I
jump
had
on
no
it.
idea. I had no. Honestly,
I
I
didn't know
did.
either.
I forgot. I was like, I was thinking that everything was in a dome. Like
Yeah, same.
that's what I think of these games. I'm like, oh, there's no
No,
weather in these games,
well, and
but
especially
uh,
you think the Rose Bowl of beautiful, like the
Yeah,
best out there. But I mean, yeah, if you are listening to Pat and stuff, because they're going to call the game, feel like it's going to be a disaster.
Oh wow.
And I looked it up.
Yeah.
I looked it up earlier because I was just curious, and yeah, it's like 95% on the that it's going to be pouring.
That's brutal. I mean, I'm good with the
Yeah.
under.
Yeah, I'm
I
good with the under, which is crazy to say, even though. But yeah,
You don't
just
like
give
the 24.5? I know
I
you
do.
didn't like that, Jake.
I would because I'm gonna take Indiana money line. Well, that's what sucks now is I've been doing that for so long. I can't take Indiana money line anymore. You don't get odds.
No, they're minus six and a
Like,
half.
minus. Always
Yeah.
minus now. They used to be
Next
plus all year.
next week, once they win next week, you
Yeah,
can take them.
you'll get good odds next
Money
week.
line going forward should be pretty good because I think they'll play what, Georgia? No,
Yeah.
Georgia plays Ohio State, right? And then
Well,
they'll
they gotta
play.
play the games first.
Yeah, they still got
I'm
to do
trying to
that.
think of like
Bama's
what
not going to be an easy game.
who is no, not at
Oregon,
all. I think
Texas Tech.
it would be one of them. Yeah. Which
Yeah, it's
all right,
possible.
all right. So who wants to go next? So we'll take Indiana, Bama. We have it at 48 right now.
Under
That might
48
get
and
a
a
little
half.
bit lower by game time.
No, I'll take it at 48 and a half. And
Yeah.
yeah, Jake, you can go into your picks.
So originally, I did have the Indiana Alabama game as a over the 48 because I thought that is so low. I was like, what's going on?
Oh no.
I'm like, hammer that. I'm like, that's easy money. Now we know. Brainstorm, hurricane, whatever you want to call it.
That's funny.
Give me the under the 48. I'm good with that one. So we're going to go into
What's
the
your other
next game.
pick?
So I'm just going to have one pick, really.
That's
But if
fine.
the over hits, I get credit.
Okay.
We'll give it to you. We'll give it
I
to
get
you.
credit if it hits. I'm not betting it.
Trust me,
But
I hate an under. I hate picking unders, but
we're gonna
the weather.
ride the same thing in Oregon at Texas Tech, going with the over at 51.5. I think we've rode Texas Tech all year long on overs, and it normally has panned out. And I don't remember Oregon scoring very little points in any game this year. They seem to be putting up points. Definitely did last week against JMU, which was nice. So they kind of proved that they still can. Yeah, I just expect both these offenses to just go nuclear, like
this is the
35,
game.
40 each.
I put four. I wanted this game because I've been riding Texas Tech. I've been picking them like every week.
I know, so that's why I hopped in there first.
No, perfectly fine.
Then you hopped in on my Indiana game, which is kind of
fine.
not cool.
I
bro.
literally put all four different bets that I think we're gonna hit. I was like, oh, I love the over in this. I put it in there, and I'm like, that's a lot. I don't know. Texas Tech has a good defense. So I was like, oh, I like the under. I'm like, well, I can't take that, not on this one. And then I was like, well, I really like Texas Tech to win this game. And I was like, I put all my reasons for them, and I'm like, well, I actually really like Oregon. They just beat the hell out of them. They're playing well. They just did that. So I was like, oh, let's take Oregon. And then I'm like, well, I can't do that because I really like Texas Tech's defense. They're going to play well. It's like, I literally have no idea what.
It's a good game. No, it's a really good game.
I have no idea because Oregon's coming off of they just played. Like we talk about how the teams that rest may have a little bit of rust and all that stuff. This team, they just played. They put up like 50 points, whatever. But their defense did play 95 snaps. So their defense played a lot. This is going to be an awesome game. And they're flying literally the complete opposite side of the country.
Yeah. They'll be all right.
So
they ain't got nothing going on right now. They're in winter break. They're just chilling, smoking all the dope they freaking want, drinking all the alcohol they want, and practicing twice a day.
You know, it's a shame. This round should absolutely be home games.
Yeah.
All of these tickets are like you can go to the game for like $30.
Because they don't mean anything.
Well, exactly. They're in the middle of they're neutral sites. They're far away.
Yeah, look, they're not going to be any Oregon fans in this game.
Yeah.
Or Texas Tech fans. I mean,
well, these games used to mean more. Like, you used to go to the Rose Bowl.
Playoff games.
Yeah, but
yeah,
like the Rose
Bowl just mean more than the
last week.
They mean more than the bowl.
When they were
they're two separate
games,
things.
All the tickets were like $200-something when they were at home.
They should still do the Rose Bowl and stuff, but it shouldn't be the playoff games. It should just
playoff
there
games.
should just be
It
a
should
Rose
just,
Bowl, and yeah, they're not as good at teams, but
but
Or what
it's
about next
just
week? Like,
tradition
can't next week games? Like, can't they fit it in next week?
because there's only two of them, and they don't have a way to
Well, then the
like.
champ. I guess
and I think they
we'll
still,
rotate it each year. I don't know,
yeah,
but it's
It's dumb. Nobody cares about the bowl game names.
no, it is
Well, they
silly.
lost all their glamour right after the playoff was formed. You're like, okay, it's like BCS championship game, Rose Bowl, all those. They were all good teams. That was it.
yeah.
So, do we like the
All
Texas Tech
right.
over?
We'll go
I
Oregon,
mean,
Texas Tech
since that's
over. We like
where,
that.
so we're gonna have to.
Yes. And I'm at.
All right, I
Yeah.
like that bet. I mean, I like any bet in that.
Well, then I'll, yeah, exactly. Well, since you did that game, I will also talk about my pick that is in that game as well. I'm going Texas
We
Tech
got four
plus two and a
games,
half.
3 games.
What do you mean? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I have another one that you haven't touched on, but my
I
pick
hope
for
so.
I don't know one you haven't touched on. So my pick for that game is Texas Tech plus two and a half against Oregon, and this is largely because Texas Tech has been a wagon all year, probably been the most consistent top ranked team. Where a lot of these teams seem to have some spells where they're not covering or they're just having bad games. Texas Tech literally just had one game they didn't cover and they lost, but 12-1 against the spread.
Their
They
quarterback didn't play either.
exactly. And I still have a little bit of a question mark with Texas Tech's quarterback, but I also have a question mark about Dante Moore, where in the playoff game against JMU and the only other high tension game he really had was Indiana. He had two picks in both of those games. So it's just like I feel he could turn the ball over in this game where Tech has a really great defense. Jacob Rodriguez is probably the best defensive player in this game and he just has a Keekly like level
No
of
draft.
play where he's always there. He's always making plays and just makes the defense that much better. So I just think Oregon, as high flying and as good as they are, I do think Dante Moore is going to turn it over. And as long as Texas Tech does not also turn it over, as long as they win the turnover battle, I think they're going to win this game. I think it will be a shootout, like you were talking about. But I think Tech just has the better defense to make that big stop or make that big turnover late in the game.
Well, I think the biggest thing is Oregon played a team that is nowhere in comparison to who. Well, they didn't
Yeah,
play anybody, did they? Tech. Tech was
Tech
on a
got
bye.
the bye,
Tech
but
was on a
Oregon
bye.
played JMU and they gave up 34 points to JMU and more
Yeah,
than
and
two
they
picks.
and they scored a bunch of points, and it was kind of like an easy offensive like routine for them.
Yeah.
And he still threw the two picks. It's going to feel a lot different. I would definitely, honestly, if you could take a first half team, first half Texas Tech, just being just they're it's not the same team as JMU. They're have bigger dudes. Like
Yeah, they're
you're gonna feel them earlier. You're not like the
well, and
other
I
way.
think
JMU was smaller everywhere.
Tech being an underdog in this game, they got to feel pretty slighted too. That's kind
They
Absolutely.
of
should.
wild.
You're a top 14. You're getting points.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is a 4-5 matchup, but
it's 4 or 5 matchup, and then it should be like a pick 'em in a neutral site. Like the fact that they're
yeah.
2.5 point favorite is like standard that they just think it's a better team. So I don't
Well,
agree with it.
why are they ranked four if they're not better?
Hey, Vegas must think
That doesn't make
differently.
any sense.
No, I agree.
So if they were the home team, that they would have been favored.
Well, no team's
It would
home.
have been, but yeah, if it
Exactly.
was a home game, it would have been a pick 'em from what they're saying. Like neutral site, they're 2.5 means that it'd be like a pick 'em if it was at Tech,
Correct. Yeah.
And it would
which is
be,
still stupid.
and if it was at Oregon, you're telling me it would have been a 5, 6 point game.
That's essentially what their spread is saying. Yeah,
Wish
I
it
don't
was at
say it's
Oregon.
just
Would have took
I mean,
that.
makes sense.
oh, take those
I
points.
mean, look, I can talk myself into any bet on that one. Like
No,
I
I
said,
know.
literally,
I agree. I agree.
I literally could talk like you can
It
you can obviously make a case for
it's I mean,
Oregon
yeah,
and
it's
how
a
they look good. I
No,
mean,
they're
yeah,
good.
it's it's going to be a great that is going to be that is probably one of my favorite. That's my favorite game this weekend. I think
absolutely.
that matchup is going to be unbelievable, and that's what you get with this playoff is a game like this where maybe we wouldn't have gotten like with the other, the 14, we wouldn't have gotten this matchup.
No, I
This is
agree.
gonna be a sick ass matchup.
We're at the part where we get some good games out of this, and then it's only going to get better. Like next week, we'll have even better games. So it is the playoff is working once we get past all the 9 through 12 teams. Once those guys are all kind of taken care of.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, all right. I mean, I like Texas Tech 2.5.
Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. So that's my first pick. Second pick, I'm going with Georgia minus 6.5 against Ole Miss. I really do think after watching Georgia beat the shit out of Bama that they are going to keep rolling and keep that formula where they're just going to beat up on teams, win the turnover battle, play good defense. They're similar to Ohio State did last year, how we kind of talked about how they're going to kind of turn it on in the college football playoff. I think that's just Georgia. I think they can flip a switch and be playing up to their talent level and their skill level that they have because they're way more talented than Ole Miss. Like when you look at
Yeah.
talent for talent, position for position, Georgia wins almost everywhere on the field. So I do expect them to play like it this week. And Ole Miss beat the shit out of Tulane. I think that was they used all the Lane Kiffin juice, I think, in that first game.
Unfortunately for them,
So yeah, and it happens. So you get
Absolutely.
that one game and then they're kind of gonna
the
set
buzz is
themselves up for a
gone.
letdown. Yeah.
Yeah, buzz is
So
gone.
I think it's the coach mismatch here in this game and them gonna be on a little bit of a come down from the high they had last game. I think they're going to get hit in the mouth early in this one, and it's just going to snowball. Like
It's
I
gonna
think this could
sting.
be
Yeah,
bad. Yeah, because they're
Completely
Ole Miss
agree.
is as good as Ole Miss is this year. Their defense is still probably the worst defense that's left in the college football playoff. So they gave up 43 to Georgia last time,
I mean
and they did
Oregon's pretty bad.
some. I mean, I think
And
Oregon's defense might be better than Ole Miss though, like as
Yeah.
a statistical like
maybe
wise this year.
You got to
But
remember, I mean, Oregon literally scored like less than a minute every time they got the ball.
yeah,
They
they
scored so
just kept
they're
fast.
just
scoring.
on the field the
Their
whole
defense
game.
in the second
Yeah,
half, they were so gassed. It was just like how
yeah,
like they were bound to give up some points. I mean, they were on the field the whole game. 95 snaps on defense. It's absurd.
exactly. And we saw this matchup earlier in the year, and Georgia won by 7. So
Yeah.
I do think. Oh no, they actually won. They won 43 to 35. So that's 8 points. So yeah, I definitely see them.
Yeah, remember they shouldn't have covered, and then they ended up
Correct,
covering. This is the one
correct.
I took
And
earlier this year.
they're playing way better now than they were at that point in the season. So I just think you're gonna see the real Georgia team, and I just think Old Miss is gonna get rocked early in this one. So those are my two picks.
Yeah, I mean, I just like the over in that Texas Tech game a little bit more than taking a winner of that
Okay.
game because it can go either
It is
way.
the 4 or 5, so yeah, I get it. It is the tightest one.
Yeah, that's a one. Like I
But
said,
the Georgia
I
game
could pick four different things. Yeah, like I don't see
is
Ole Miss doing. I don't see Ole Miss beating Georgia like I could see
Georgia
Oregon
is a
beating
different. They're
Texas Tech.
different, and they haven't been talked about enough. But people forget that it runs through the top four seeds, and they're one of the
Georgia's
top four
beating. Yeah.
seeds.
Oh yeah.
Like they should be. They should handle Ole Miss without their head coach.
Unfortunately, I think we may end up seeing like the blue buds. That's what it's called, the blue buds or the blue chip teams. I think Indiana's under upset watch. I think you may get
Oh yeah,
Bama,
Indiana's on upset watch.
Georgia, Oregon,
Ohio State.
and then Ohio State. Like you may get like
You can
the
make the four, and then you're
insane
like, these
teams
have
that
been
But
here
all these
yeah.
before.
But the whole I mean but at least these teams are getting their shots. Like Tech would never.
absolutely,
Tech
They
would
all
absolutely.
get the
never
shot
get the shot.
to beat all those teams that are always
Exactly.
in it. Like this is what
Exactly.
it's meant to be. It's programs
And even if
that are the
one
best are
wins,
going to be here.
yeah, like even if one of them can get a win, it's a success because it's
Yeah.
the parity is getting so great in college football. I love it. I mean, like I think Nick, we texted about it yesterday where there's 24 quarterbacks in the transfer portal right now. Like starting
Yeah,
24.
24 guys
absurd.
that started for their teams this year are in the transfer. Like Arnold from Auburn is gone again. Brown from USF. The dude from
He's going to
Mizzou,
draft.
Bo from Mizzou. No, I thought so too, but he left USF to go into the portal. A
Well,
lot of these
you're
guys,
also going to get guys.
And
Why
you
would
don't
you
even
go to
know
the
where these
draft
guys
when
are
you can
going.
yeah,
Go get
you
more
go
money.
make
You guys could,
500,000, go make $1 million. I
yeah. If you
mean,
can stay an extra year, if you're like if you're even later than a
if
third
you're a
round pick,
tweener,
go
later
back.
than third round, yeah, go back.
Yeah, there's no point if you're 4 through 7. It's like just take another year. See if you can like Brown, for
'Cause you might
example,
not get drafted.
go
If
to a
you're
better
projected
program.
4 to
See if you
7,
can get a prime time, like
so
a
interested to see
breakout
where he goes.
season. Yeah, same. And you got Rayola
Watch him
out
go to
there. There's
watch
a
him go to
lot.
LSU with
Some
Kiffin or
with
something.
Lane. I
Even
mean,
though I think
he
Trinidad
should just
probably
stay
going
there.
there.
Brian Hartline's going down to USF. He should stay there.
I wish he. Well, I wonder where his coach is going. Maybe his coach got a job, but I'm curious to see if he
And
goes to like quarterback guru type coach, like a guy that maybe like not Lincoln Riley, but a guy that is known to like get their guys to another level. Because if he does if he gets in the Heisman watch next year because of his skill level, like his that's how do you not draft a guy that's 6'3", 240?
I mean, gonna have to play 12 good games, not 6.
Yeah, I mean, he won't go to Miami. They'll go for like Rayola or another like traditional guy.
Well, was gonna probably be back there. But all right, I'm good with your Georgia pick.
Yeah,
Okay,
we can keep this moving. I know we got a time
cool.
crunch
So
tonight.
then our final parlay is Georgia -6.5. The over in the Tech and Oregon game, which
What was the over,
is
Jake?
51 and a
51
half.
and a half.
51 and a half, and then we are taking the under in Indiana versus Alabama, which is 48 and a half.
Supposed to be weather. If it's beautiful there, I'm going to be real pissed.
If it's beautiful there, smash the over.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
going to be real pissed if I keep that game on and it's sunny and beautiful and that field looks immaculate.
Yeah, Pat better be soaked on the sidelines. He better be just miserable
They
and
should be
drenched.
showing
I want to see a
every
wet
step.
dog Boston Connor over there.
That'd be great. I would love that.
Yeah, that would be funny.
All right, cool. So that was our college picks. We're gonna go right into our NFL Week 18 picks. And there's no recap for these. It was couple weeks ago. So we're gonna just go right into our picks. And Jake, floor is yours if you want to start off with your 2 picks.
Yeah, I'll start off. The first one I am going with is going to be Titans at the Jags. So playoff implications in this game is for Jags to win their division. They are not playing any games. In the last couple of weeks, Trevor Lawrence and Liam Cohen have been on an absolute tear of scoring points. They're just being effective, and shockingly enough, they're using Travis Etienne the way you're supposed to use a back that can be featured with passing and the running, and just giving him the ball 25 times and just saying, okay, there's production every week. Trevor Lawrence has been great. Brian Thomas has been a lot better. And Jacoby Myers, a little bit of a difference maker. Cole Strange coming back as well, more healthy this week than he was last 2 weeks. And Titans have actually been playing kind of good on offense the last couple weeks and scoring points. I don't mind having them be able to score 20 points, just asking for the Jags to score 30, 31. I think that's very manageable to happen. And yeah, I think Trevor Lawrence is gonna get it. What 13? They're 12-5,
Yeah, I
12 and
think yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
they're
going
12
to
and
get 4
4.
losses.
Yeah, 12 and
4
4.
losses, so they're 12-4. So I mean, you can get 13-4. I
It's not
mean
too bad.
that is not too bad for Trevor Lawrence and Lincoln Cohen starting off the way they did.
If they win, they win the division. Is that as simple as that?
Yeah, say it's
Yeah.
as simple as that. They win,
But
they
I
win the
do
Wow.
division.
Yeah,
If
but
If
they
they
Houston
do have to
lose,
win.
wow.
So yeah, that is
if they
what?
lose, Houston
the
still has to
Texans,
win.
which they
Yeah,
will. I think they're like 10-point
Houston plays the
favorites
Colts, yeah, and the Colts, I
yeah,
don't
they
know.
play the Colts.
with Riley Leonard. Yeah,
Right,
but
Leonard.
are those guys at the same time? Those 2 games?
Same time.
They
Yeah,
should be.
NFL
All 1
NFL
o'clock.
made
I
that.
love
Any
that.
game that has any like consequence, like they're all at the same time. Like the
It's the
Patriots,
only
best.
the
game
only
and the
other games
Broncos
are
games at the same
Saturday.
time.
The Saturday games do affect some of the
No,
games,
because
but
those are
No, not at all.
they are the
They're
effect.
winning, you're
so
in. Even
Yeah,
though
no,
the
I'm saying the
Panthers game's not a
Rams.
winning, you're in anymore. which
Correct.
is
But I'm
crazy to
saying
me.
Seahawks, Niners, the Rams know where they're at after that game. So that's
They already
why,
know where they're at.
no, if the Niners lose, the Rams can win and get the 5 seed. If the Seahawks lose, the Rams
Really?
are stuck at the 6. Yes, the Rams still can teeter between 5 and 6, depending on who
I
wins that
don't
game.
know. I don't think that, man. I think they're locked in the 6.
I
I
that's
don't think
that's
so.
what I thought,
The only thing locked in is
because they'd have the same record and they did have a
the 7 and
tiebreaker.
the 4 seed are the only two locked in. All the other ones can move.
So that's why I think that one changes. But yeah, no, the other ones don't affect anything else either.
I was using the playoff simulator today, and I didn't see anything else moving.
I have not played with the playoff simulator, so I could not tell you. I know Wilds talks about it all the time.
Playoff yeah, predictions. Yeah.
Yeah.
The playoff, yeah, because that's why I was like, Carolina. The fact that Atlanta won that game, Matt, I don't
Really
think they are
fucked them.
because the Rams lost last week. So I don't think they're
But
going to get the
they're
tiebreaker
still a
anymore.
5-loss team, and the Niners have 4 losses, and
All
they
right,
both
cool.
split. So I don't know. That's what I thought I heard today on ESPN when they were talking about the situations, like after that game.
We can research at a later time. In the middle of my pick.
I know it seems like it's gonna eat away at him.
Absolutely.
Schefter tweeted it out. Just go look at his. He'll tell you all the scenarios on what could happen. That being said, Titans at Jaguars over 47.5.
I like that one a lot. Yeah,
I like
Jags. I mean, I don't know if you guys saw, like, Shuck looked like a stud against the Titans last week. You know, he actually got a top 10 today on Nick Wright's quarterback mountain.
wow. He's
Last
playing
four
good defense
weeks.
Seahawks only have 3 losses.
Correct.
because they won.
The Rams have 5.
Yes. Nick, I'm saying if the Seahawks win, then the Niners have 5 losses. So
Yeah.
then those, I think if the Rams win, they jump the
That's the way you're
Niners.
going to. Okay,
Yes.
so you were talking about the
Talking
other
about
way.
them just jumping there, not the
Yes.
Seahawks win. Correct. You are correct in that sense. I
So
thought you were
then,
talking about the Seahawks.
so it would
losing.
affect if
Okay.
the Rams are going to play their starters.
Everybody's playing starters.
They said
Well,
they're playing their starters regardless.
They are, but if the
all-
Seahawks
I mean, the
win,
Rams
then
shouldn't.
for sure. Well, if the Seahawks
Rams
win, they
shouldn't.
want to play the Panthers, not the Eagles. Like that 5 spot's a big deal,
No, they lost to both of us.
Absolutely.
but it's
You wanna-
still
you
They're
wanna
gonna
play-
they're gonna have lost to like 4 of the top 4 seeds. They would have lost probably all 4 of them, I think, this year, except the Bears.
Ooh, the
that
Rams.
makes sense.
Rams
Sorry.
have played the Bears.
All right. I hear
You're
you.
good, but
all right.
we'll see. Yeah, I would actually really I'd like Seattle to win that, so then we can actually see the Rams have to play. That'd be nice, but we'll see.
Okay,
So that's your
the
first pick,
one.
which I like the first pick. Yeah, it's a good
What
pick.
was the over?
47.5.
47.5.
Yeah, I mean,
Not
Jags should get 30. And Cam Ward, don't look now. Dude slinging he had the one diving throw that his knee hit and they took it away.
Yeah, they
So
did.
sick.
It was close.
It was so sick. Yeah,
I'll tell you what, though.
wish
He
it
makes
counted.
some really bad plays.
You're going
Yeah.
to when you're one of the worst teams in
But
the
yeah,
league.
they're bad. Yeah, like they're terrible.
But his is like, all right, boom, guy wide open, and just boop. God damn.
Yeah, but he has enough flashes to where I think they're like, okay, he could be.
Get rid
It's
of
not like
get rid of that stuff now. Like
Yeah.
it's bad season already. Just get rid of all the crap. And we'll worry about you
Yeah.
next year.
Let's get to your good game because that game is not who cares.
I like that game.
I still hate
Next-
the Jags. That small market team over there.
okay.
I'm about to have 13 wins.
Yeah,
It's a
but
joke.
this
Got a
is
chance for the 1 seed.
that's what Sean Payton called them.
Sean Payton called him that.
He called the Jags the small market team.
And then
they're
Liam
having
Cohen was
After
like,
the
well, not
game.
bad for a small
Yeah.
market team to beat them and stuff. I can't believe you missed that.
Yeah, it was a big thing a couple weeks ago.
How did I miss that? I
You gotta
love
look it
that.
up. You would have drank that up. You
I would have.
closet,
I would
you
have. I
closet
would have.
Jags
You
fan.
would have for sure. All
Some
right,
names I need to
what's your
know.
next one?
Seattle at San Fran. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba over on his receiving. I thought I saw it 91.5. It might not be in there anymore. 90.5. No idea where you can find that, but take his over. Sam Darnold's just going to throw him the pill. Has to, needs to. And the San Fran defense is garbage. They're letting anybody do whatever they want. They ain't the same defense.
They
Offense,
got
on the other
injuries.
hand, that's San Fran offense though. That thing can still move at will.
Without Trent Williams, though, it's going to be tough.
He didn't have them all last week. He still put up 40 on the Bears defense.
Bears are the Bears, though.
Yeah, it's a different animal. Different animal. But you're talking, your pick was JSN.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you don't got to worry about
that.
Trent Williams. But yeah, I think he's going to feast.
JSN,
Yeah.
He has to.
100. JSN 100 a game for sure. I mean,
there's definitely some player props this weekend that look good. That's one of the top ones for
there's
sure.
There's a lot out there for people for bonuses right now. I'm like, anything around 3 to 5 catches, I'm gonna fucking hammer that.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah, no, I like that JSN.
Well, yeah,
over.
of your two, I'll go with JSN. I mean, I think I like both of them.
Saturday game means a little bit more, but
I would say I think the JSN is gonna.
I mean, Jake, the Jags could win like 30-2, 30-3.
Well, and I thought they were gonna. I thought they were gonna score
off the gas.
I don't know.
I thought they were gonna score a lot against the Colts.
What was the score? What did the score end up being?
They scored 23,
20 to 17 or something.
It's 20 to 17 was the final?
I think it was 24
or like
to
24 17 at the end.
But like it took a lot. Like they gave away too many points. Trevor had 2 turnovers in the red zone.
Dude,
I would be sick if they did that against the Titans and we have the over.
My live bet parlay last week was so nice, and it didn't hit because of the damn Steelers.
Nice.
Because the Steelers didn't win.
Everything else hit. I had
Steelers. You never bet
they were down 10-0, and I was like, all right, well, they're still going to come back. I was the only one that didn't hit. I bet the Saints money line when they were down by like 14 points to the Titans. They ended up winning, and I bet the what was the other game? Why am I drawing a blank? Oh, I bet the Jags money line when they were down 14 or 10-0 to the Colts.
Yeah.
And they ended up winning. And I got massive odds on it because they were down so much. But then the fucking Steelers.
Well, I managed to bet on a game where there was 80 points and missed. So
another
CMC's receiving. I mean, who would have thought he'd have 140 yards rushing this week?
Oh, actually, I hit his rushing, but Manungai was short.
Oh yeah, Swift got a lot of the. They go drive for drive, so it's tough.
Manungai was out in the open. He's got one safety to beat, and he has 30 yards of field to work with, and he tries to truck the guy.
Hey, he's a dog.
You fucking idiot.
He don't take the easy road. He takes the hard road. Earn it. You gotta earn it. You need to earn it.
He runs straight to the guy. All right.
Okay,
so
we're going
JSN.
We're going JSN. Yeah. So Nick, if you want to do your 2 picks, by all means.
All right. Yeah, and then I honestly couldn't tell who. I was trying to look it up. I don't know who's like sitting players this week.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be.
Eagles are.
I still don't know.
Eagles are probably the only team in the Bills.
I don't know. I feel like there's other teams that are going to start sitting people though. Anyway, the lines I didn't even touch the lines because I don't know the lines like that with people sitting. So I'm going to take a prop from the Lions at the Bears game. I'll go Jahmyr Gibbs anytime touchdown. They just gave up 42 points to San Francisco and CMC. They gave up 3 rushing touchdowns. I think the Lions are trying to play spoiler in this game. They're going to try and win. Dan Campbell, he's definitely not sitting guys. That I know. They want to win. They want to beat this team. They won 52-21 last time. I know that was kind of it's crazy to think like earlier in the season, all these teams that were unbelievable, like the Colts and the Lions were awesome, and now they're not, and they're out of the playoffs. But I think they're still going to be able to bully up on the Bears. Jahmyr Gibbs should at least have one touchdown, or he can catch a ball for a long touchdown, run it in. And that's at minus 140. It's not too bad.
Yeah, I'm shocked at the minus 140 for Jahmyr Gibbs prop. It's like CMC
Correct.
was minus 300 against the Bears.
Exactly.
So yeah, that is
His
crazy.
CMC's. I won on the first bet or first touchdown of the game. I bet first touchdown. He was plus 300
Oh
for
wow,
the first touchdown.
that's nice.
Great.
So that's my first bet. Second one is not on the apps yet, so I'm hoping it's still at 1.5. But it's
You
one
can
that I
get
really like. It should be 1.5, I would think.
kicker.
It's
Oh,
the Dolphins
Garrett.
at Patriots game.
Oh.
It's Drake May over 1.5 passing touchdowns.
You think he's going to play that much to do that?
They're
Of all the
they're
teams, you're going to pick the one seed?
what do you
They're
mean?
not the one seed.
They're not the
No, I
one
know
seed.
they're
They're
not the
still
one seed, but they're
playing. They're
playing
trying to win to get the
Miami.
one seed, but they can get the one seed if they win. And
Yeah,
then
they
the
still need.
Broncos have to lose.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the Chargers
exactly.
sat
That's, I,
everyone. I think he'll
I don't
play
know if they're
enough to
going to.
get that though.
Drake May is. Hold on. Let me finish. He's still
MVP.
trying to get the MVP.
That too.
They have a chance for the one seed. He's going to get this in the first quarter.
Yeah.
He's playing unbelievable. He has 5 touchdowns last week.
Yeah, it's big.
I think he's going to throw a couple touchdowns in the first quarter or whatever, first half. I mean, he doesn't have to play the full game to get 2 passing touchdowns.
No,
Okay.
and Baker, even though they didn't win, he still had well over 300 yards last week against the Dolphins. Like I think Drake is just gonna play, just carry on what they did last week. I think it's yeah, like I said, I think he gets it early. Like
But I mean,
first two drives, they drive down.
anyone could be sad this week. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah, I think there's only a couple teams that are actually sitting though, because everything else determines seeding, and some teams are playing for a better seeding, or they're
well
playing to win their division.
the Patriots, if they lose, the Jags, I think, can probably jump them for the 2. So they probably
For the
have to win.
one,
No.
no, well, the
Well,
Broncos are
if the
Jags-
winning too.
No, if the Broncos win, Jake, they get the 1. Like nothing else
if the
matters if
Broncos
they
win,
win.
yes, but
And
if the
they are
Broncos
going to win
lose,
because they're
Patriots lose, Jags win, they get the one. Jags
okay.
get the one.
Correct.
But I'm saying the Patriots have to win to keep the 2 seed. That's what I'm saying.
Correct, because the Jags most likely will be
They're
winning.
going to want to keep the 2 seed. Like
They want
the
the 2 seed.
the 2 seed having home field in the playoffs is
Yes.
massive. Like
And
the
it's
2
just the
seed
Broncos
is
above
way
you.
better than the
Like
3
that's
seed, just because you won't have to go anywhere unless you have to go play that 1 seed and then the AFC Championship.
yeah. So
Oh, yeah.
I do. There's surprisingly enough, a lot of teams have to play their
Well,
guys.
The Jags are
There's a
also
lot.
playing for their division. in
Yeah,
the same.
exactly.
Right.
There's a lot of
Like
teams
they're
that
playing
need
for
to win.
division, one seed, or to be a wild card team.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like this week's pretty. This is a nice week.
It's a nice final.
There's a
like, we
lot
gave
of teams
now.
that matter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
I might even want to change that Jags pick. Just give me a fucking ETN touchdown or Trevor Lawrence over 1.5
Hey,
touchdowns.
Trevor
I mean,
Lawrence
just
to
give me
rush a
anything for the
touchdown,
Jags
probably
offense.
plus
I
odds,
know.
and they
Two
keep
to
doing it.
two. I know
So
you
we
guys want to do
got.
one of those.
I
Which
think you
one
could get
are
really good odds on Matthew Stafford MVP though.
you can? I think it's like plus 300 now or something. It flipped
I
after the
wouldn't
game.
The
Yeah.
immediate reactions, I'm just saying for the odd switch to be
Well,
off of one game is crazy.
I think Nick Wright was
This
talking
late?
about it. He just said that there's no true way to dictate the value, or like it's so volatile that odds makers don't know what to do. It's
off
similar
of
to like
one game
NFL
is
draft.
insane.
Like you know how like sometimes it's so volatile and there's so many factors that aren't like public that they really don't know what to do or where to put it. So yeah, it overcorrected big time.
Oh, like massive. Like if you're getting him
But
at 300, that's
Drake May had statistically like the best game ever. Like They said
Oh,
something
correct. It
like,
was the best game he could have, and then the
yeah, it
worst game
was,
for Stafford.
yeah.
So it was, yeah, I get it.
And he's a wild card now. Like you got one guy a wild card, one guy's the 2 seed, and I think they said
Exactly. And
since
one's got
2000,
a super teamer on his offense and a super
and he
duper
doesn't
head
have
coach.
Puka.
Like
There's a lot,
Drake May
But
yeah.
has nothing
But
that
he's
he
saying
has.
value. He's saying the
Drake
value.
May, Drake May's strength of record is
Oh
32nd
yeah.
in the league, dude.
But how are you supposed to determine that you're going to play bad teams throughout the season? You
Yeah, but you can't just say, all right, his stats are way
6-year
better,
teams are
and then
always the
be
same
like,
six.
you can't compare stats and then be like, all right, but
Yeah, well
he
that
was
only
playing
works for
JV
the
teams.
yeah, but
He
that works for the Rams. They play one of the teams in the division is going to win 13 games. The other team could possibly win 13 games, and then they could win 12. Like
correct. It's unfair, but I mean, it's
they're
still
the top three teams.
it's it's tough because they're both very good, but
Yeah.
if you're going to nitpick at the stats,
I don't
you
think I'd
also
be
got to
upset
nitpick at
with either
Drake May
guy
has
that
thrown
wins.
zero touchdowns against a winning record a team with a winning record.
But one guy wins his division, the other guy doesn't. Like what do you do all those statistically good things for if you don't even win your division? What with all those good players, or like what is the does he not get a knock? Oh, his
So
I
strength of
hear you.
schedule was tough. Well, he didn't win his division either way. So what does it matter if it was tough? He didn't win it. It wasn't like he won the division anyway, even though his schedule was tough. He
no,
lost
I
it.
agree. I agree. Well then of his two, what are you thinking, Jake?
I like I like the Gibbs anytime touchdown more than the Drake May one, just because I don't think Drake May is going to play enough.
Okay.
I think they're going to be super conservative with him. You
I
know
just
what? Give me Drake May. Give me Drake May. 1.5. I'm sitting on him.
Waffling. Waffled in real time. I agree, but I think, like I said, I think Drake May, if he gets 3 series, I think he gets 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
yeah, they're gonna score. They're just
So
gonna
like
be
if they
playing.
said Drake, we're gonna play you the first quarter and then we're gonna sit you, like okay, they'll get it. So yeah, I'm
Vrabel
cool with
Vrabel
taking
wants
Drake May.
him to score. Like
Yes,
they're not running the ball inside the 10. They are, and if they
correct.
are, he's gonna score, which
I
doesn't
mean,
always work out
the
fine.
pass touchdowns, he's not going to get anywhere close to Stafford anyway, so it doesn't matter. Where it'll matter is, well, he's only got 4 rushing touchdowns. So, I mean, he's off by like, what, 6, 8 total touchdowns?
Yeah. Well,
They still want him to score.
Stafford had so many inside the 5.
There was one week where he had, or 1 month where he threw like 20 touchdowns all from within the 10-yard line.
Well,
Like,
the
okay,
Jags game, he had 3 to Adams inside the 5.
yeah.
It's like they weren't even trying to run it at the goal line. So yeah, I think Drake May's going to get a couple quick and easy in that game, so I'm cool with taking that.
All right,
All right,
Nate,
and now
what you
on to
got,
my
man?
picks. We are going Panthers plus 2.5 at the Bucs. And honestly, it's just because I think the Bucs are dead. Each week, I try to convince myself
Ugh.
that Baker is going to show up and
You
he's
and
going
everyone
to
else.
air. It doesn't make
Yep.
any sense. You're fully healthy now. You have stud receivers, and they just can't put it together. And I know, like now Baker's on the injury report with a shoulder, so like, I don't really know what's going on there as well. If he's been playing through something, but they
They're
just
saying he
seem
is.
they are in such a funk that it feels like it's the season from hell, and it's just going to like this is the nail in the coffin. It's like you're still alive, like despite playing so bad for the last 8 weeks, it still comes down to the last week, and I just think it's going to be another letdown. And also the Panthers, who are obviously the underdogs in this game, no one has any expectations for them this year. They're kind of playing with house money, and after losing the first 2 games of the season, they have not lost back-to-back games yet this year. They've been an absolute roller coaster of a 500 team, win one, lose one, win one, lose one. So it's just I expect them to have a bounce back where I can't expect the Buccaneers to have a bounce back because I've been waiting for that for 2 months now.
You see the problem with this, though.
It's
Yeah.
too obvious.
No,
Yeah.
you see the problem with. You've been on the Buccaneers waiting for it to happen, And now
Oh,
you're
now
for the
I'm getting
you
off
know
it.
jump
you
and
know it's coming
boom.
on.
Yeah,
That is my
The door is
only
waiting for
worry.
you to walk, get out the door, just to slam right behind you.
no, and I would,
That
I
is
would
my
say
only
that.
worry.
I would say I would agree with you if the Bucs were the underdogs. And then I was saying like, oh no, I'm gonna go with the favorite. I'm done rooting for the
Oh, but
Bucs.
they're going to be right this week because they are the favorite and they're supposed to win. They will win.
And they definitely and they
Tom,
could.
the Bucs
They
could win
could.
this game, and I wouldn't be shocked if they win a playoff game.
No,
Oh
no,
yeah, if they got it, because there's just so much
because that
talent on
means
that
that
roster.
there's so much talent.
It's so annoying. They have like three good
I
running
would be
backs.
surprised.
They
I
have
would
like
be
three
surprised
good
if Carolina
receivers.
were to win a game, though. I'd be surprised to see Carolina win a game in the playoff.
Absolutely,
Oh yeah.
absolutely. I've
Bryce Young playing
I've
whoever the
luckily
5
been
seed is.
right on the Panthers
They'd be
all
playing
week.
the Niners or the Rams.
Seattle,
Yeah, like
that's not going to end well.
no,
He just played Seattle. It didn't look good.
I couldn't see the Panthers winning a playoff game, but I could see them winning this week. So that's why I am on
I hear you.
them
I mean,
at Tampa.
they
So
did beat the Rams.
they've they've got some decent wins. I think they beat someone they beat the Cowboys. I know it's not like great, but still someone that people looked at them as like
I
a
mean, Cowboys are still a good team.
yeah. I mean, they're essentially part of the reason the Cowboys were eliminated is that loss, and they beat the Packers. So they've got
And
Panthers in Lambeau. Like they've
It's a
got
good
some
ball
decent
club.
wins, but they win
did they
ugly.
beat?
Like
Did they beat did they beat the Patriots?
no, they lost to the Patriots, and I know they got boat raced by the
Patriots lost to the
Bills.
Raiders.
Week one,
That's right. Week one, they lost to the Raiders.
Gino for 360 in week one.
Never
Man,
touched it again.
I thought my Brock Bowers was so good.
Yeah, they're saying how the Raiders need to just draft Mendoza. I think they need to. You just need to get that O line right before you kill
Yeah,
somebody.
you got
Look
a
at the
quarterback. Just draft O line.
yeah. I saw something with like the Bears went crazy on the O line this offseason. Like they added Tooney. Obviously, they
Yeah.
drafted Wright
Yeah,
2 years
three.
ago.
They asked for
They
like
got
three
three
traded.
different
in the last.
three starting offensive linemen. Yeah,
It's
What you gotta
the
do.
biggest. It's the biggest thing is like you can probably still be fine with Gino. You got to get him an O
Yeah.
line. Like no one can quarterback with that O line. So
But
it's
that's the problem. You don't have to take quarterback now. What if you never
when are
take
you
your
gonna get them?
quarterback? This like if you play good next year, if he's 8 and 9, you're sitting at 12. Like
I
you
guess
get what second or third best quarterback that year.
if you think Mendoza's the guy,
Like
then yeah.
a
Like if
bench
you
kind of
think
just let him sit.
yeah, if you think he's like a
Like
generational or if he's like worth it, but if you think you can get a guy at like pick 8 next year with a better
similar.
team, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So we'll see. All right, so that was pick number 1. Pick number 2, I know
Next one.
we already touched on this game, but he took Gibbs. I'm taking the over 51.5 in the Lions and
You
Bears
guys did
game.
the same game with 16 games. You did the same game.
Yeah, but there's only
I did this earlier today.
yeah, but it's mainly because I can't pass it up. And I tried looking at all the games.
When you look at all the games, there's
Yes.
16 games, and you picked
But I need my
that
best
one because
bet,
you
Jake.
wanted it.
I need my best
Yeah.
bet. And the Lions scored 50 fucking points last time they played the Bears. They got the over by themselves. And the Lions, like, this is such a spoiler moment. Like, I can just imagine
McKee?
them
You
being
don't want to take Tanner
so
McKee for Sunday night?
no.
Is
I'll-
that confirmed yet?
No, it's not. And that's another reason because we have to win. Like, we have to
No,
win
we
for
don't.
the yes, we do. We have to win to get the 2 seed.
Exactly. We have to win to get the 2 seed. They're gonna win the 2 seed, but regardless of the first string.
No, I know that, but I still think it's up in the air who's sitting, who's not.
We
I
did the
don't
same
think it's
thing
a sure
last year.
thing.
It was the same thing last year.
I think we
We
had the 2
didn't.
seed.
I don't think it was locked.
Yeah, but
Oh.
we were doing because we were playing at O's. We're gonna have to play wild card weekend anyway. We don't have to play last week, and we end up losing
Well,
and losing
they're
the
gonna
division.
win. They're gonna win.
We already
So
clinched the division now.
I'm not worried about it. Tanner McKee and Tank Bigsby will beat the
Think-
Commanders.
think-
But
and freaking what's his name? Cooper. Cooper's gonna
Yeah.
go off.
they'll be fine. So, but the Lions Bears,
Cooper.
Darius
Darius
Cooper.
Cooper.
Remember receiver?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
He got a
did
catch last week. He got a catch last week.
Well, when McKee's in the game,
He's gonna light it
he's
up.
on that app.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you take
Yeah.
his over.
I agree. I agree.
That
And
is an absolute that will be
also,
after this bet. You take Darius Cooper over yards if Tanner keeps fine.
and honestly, I think you're probably going to see Kelly Ringo starting out wide. Might want to take Debo, McLaurin, because
Anything you can.
Josh Johnson actually was able to get the ball out last week, and he looked fine. Like they got some yards last week. But back to the Bears Lions game, I do think this is a moment where MCDC is going to have them motivated enough to give it one last shot because it is a divisional game where you want to send a message for last year for next year. Right now they're last in the division and they like it's going to be this team next year. There's not going to be much
Crazy.
change. So I do think they're going to have that one last stick it to the Bears, drop them to the 3 seed and go into the off season with something, but I don't see them rolling over this week. And I just think the Bears defense is not good. Like they're definitely not good against the Lions we saw early in the year, giving up 50 points. But coming off that Brock Purdy game, I just see them being able to at least get to 30. And if the Lions get to 30, I think the Bears, they're clicking right now as well. Caleb looks awesome. He's able to make a lot of his college type plays right now. And they're able to run the ball and get chunk plays. They're just exciting. So I think that this is another high scoring shootout type situation that probably gets to 60 points. So I'll take it at the over 51 and a half.
Give me the over.
Oh, you like that?
The Bucs are gonna win that game. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I don't like the
Probably.
Panthers either. I
Probably.
would like to.
I'm
If you would have said
sorry.
an under, you would have given me like the under in that game was like 48 and a half, and you take the under. I'm like, oh, I love that. But
No, I can't. Well,
Panthers are
But then
just
again,
it's
hey,
43 and a half in that one.
Panthers fans don't even
they
think they're
could
going to
still be
win
getting us. They could still be getting us with them, man. Maybe you're the first one to get off, or maybe not first because this year's pretty late. But like,
because you stayed on the Bucks. He
but
never
I
left
stayed
the
on them
Bucks. Now
too.
he's
I mean,
left
it's
the
not like
Bucks.
I haven't been like betting them or anything, but it's just each week I pick them in our pools where I'm like, okay,
Yeah, that's
like
what I'm saying. I keep
I
picking
thought they
them.
were going to cover against the Dolphins. I was like, oh, this is it. Like they can't to Quinn Ewers. There's no way they lose this fucking
The
game.
Quinn Ewers gonna
Ew.
be
I was like, there's
dumbass.
no earthly
I
way
could
they
not
with all
believe
that's
that.
on the line. So yeah, insane, absolutely
Give
insane.
me, give me the
But I
give me
get
the
it.
over in that Lions game. A
I
little
think the
same
Lions
game
Bears.
parlay to our parlay.
Yeah, Gibbs, dude, I would go Gibbs 2 touchdowns in that game. I would
Well,
go.
we didn't end up taking Gibbs.
Oh no, we took
Drake
May.
May.
So yeah, we're doing Drake May 1.5,
That's right.
Bears
Sorry,
over 51 and
that's
a
my
half,
flop.
and
See, I'm
then
flopping my flop.
Jake's. Oh, that's right, you did. And Jake, what was yours?
Uh,
JSN
JSN
over 90 and a half.
over
So
90 and a half. It
JSN
could
over
be
his
it could change
receiving.
when they actually
It
let it
likely
go,
will.
but
It was
it's got to be
91 and a
right around.
half. It was 91 and a half last week. I'm assuming
All
You
those guys
buying a
are
couple
right
points?
at.
you can't. Am I buying a couple points?
I mean,
Or
I'd
buying a
go up to
couple yards?
100.
I
I'd go up
mean,
to 100 if I have to.
Oh, absolutely. He's gonna
if
have.
he's gonna
I
get
would.
90, he's gonna get 110.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean, I've
Well,
done that with Jonathan
that's,
Taylor, and he
that's
got 97, hit his prop, but didn't hit the 100. That was fun for a couple extra odds. It's so stupid,
yeah,
but
they get you.
yeah. All right, cool. So we got our college football final parlay and our NFL final parlay. Let's do it.
last week of the regular season,
Last week.
Can't hold anything back now.
can't hold anything back.
Last week's season.